Hello all, this is a quick video to show you how to download the StatSimsJava folder. I'm going to show you how it works on a Windows computer, but it's similar for a Mac, and I'll talk about the differences for a Mac as we go along. You'll want to start off at my Chabot webpage. So to get there, if you're not already there, go to Google and search for Matt Davis Chabot, and then click on the top link, and then on my directory there's a long link that'll take you here. Hopefully you're already familiar with that process. Now if I scroll down a little bit, we see two things. One is the StatSims folder, which is an older version of the programs. Don't choose that one. You want the StatSimsJava 8. If it no longer says 8 when you're doing this, don't worry about that. But we're going to want to click on that to download the folder. So when you click on that, it's going to open up a Dropbox window. And Dropbox will often encourage you to sign up for Dropbox. I think because I tested this earlier, I've already been through that process. But if it pops up a window right here that asks you to sign in, at the bottom of that pop-up window it'll say no thanks, continue to download, and you can just do that. A lot of times people get into trouble by clicking on the programs over here and trying to download them. What you want is the whole folder, so you want to come over here to the right where it says download and click on direct download. And let's see, just let me do that right away. You will almost certainly have to say no thanks, continue to download. Alright, so that is finished downloading, so now I want to find it. So if I click on this arrow, then I can click on show in folder, and that'll pop up my downloads folder. And what I'm going to want to do is take this file and slide it onto my desktop. So I'm going to do that, drop that down here, out of sight a little bit. Let me pull it down further. Alright, so that's it with the downloads window, and now we see this zipper on there. So that is because it is a compressed file. So what I want to do is right click on that and choose extract all. I think on a Mac you just have to double click on the file and it'll automatically extract. So now I will click on the extract from that pop-up window. It'll take just a few seconds and it'll open up the extracted window. It's also good for you to find that window, so I'm just going to go ahead and close this, and if I search on my desktop I see another version of this folder but without the zipper on it. And this is the one you want. This one you're going to use all semester long. So the one that has the zipper, once you've extracted, you can just right click on this one and delete it, so that way you don't try to accidentally run the programs from the non-extracted folder. So let me just double click this to open it back up, and we should be pretty much good to go. We just want to click on one of the programs to make sure it runs. I'm going to try this Powerball Sim program. So I'll double click on it. Should run. And there we go. So if it does not run, if you double click and nothing happens, or if you double click and an error happens, that usually means that you need to update the Java on your computer. There's a separate video for that. So if you go to the tech support videos, then right below this video there should be a link for updating the Java on your computer. So if this runs, then you're good. If it pops up and you see all the stuff it's running, we can play the lottery a little bit and lose some money if we wanted, but as long as it pops up you should be fine. Now if you're on a Mac, if you try and double click it, it probably won't let you because it was downloaded from the internet. So what you have to do is right click on the program that you want and then choose, I think it'll say run on the Mac. It might say open, I can't remember, but looking for run or open, and if you right click and do the open or the run that way, it'll probably still pop something up saying are you sure you want to run this, but it'll then let you. So on the Mac it's a little bit more complicated. It's only complicated the first time you run it, but the truth is for most of these programs you'll only run them once. So if you're a Mac user, you should get in the habit of right clicking and then clicking on open or run to make these work, but then it should be fine. Alright, that's pretty much it. So again, if you had trouble where it's not running, that almost always means that you need to update your Java, and sometimes that's more complicated than you might think, so make sure that you watch the video on how to do that so things go smoothly. Alright, that's it for this one.